So, I want to talk about racism today, mostly because I saw something that I've heard um, expounded as, a reason to poke the racism finger at someone. Uh, I, I was saw a picture of John Stewart, not the comedian John Stewart, but the Green Lantern John Stewart. I'm a big comic book fan. It's the Justice League T-shirt that I've worn for 2 days straight. As probably already showed you. Um, I I looked at this picture and I was wondering to myself, why did they give us a black Green Lantern? Um, and I know it was to kind of mix things up racially because comics are trying to evolve and slow. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Miles Morales as a new Spider-Man. I think he's an interesting character now. I was a little bit iffy, but then again, it was Marvel Ultimate, so it didn't really matter. Um, my problem arises from the fact that I cannot feel free to dislike the character based on its own merit. Because I can go, I don't like John Stewart's character. He's just kind of flat. He doesn't have any real emotional ties to anyone. He feels too stereotypically, um, forced. He just feels like there's no drive to the character. There's no feeling behind anything he does. All of those arguments are thrown out if you do not like him because of the fact that he's black. And so, therefore, if you do not like him, you are a racist. So, and all racists are lumped into the same category. As Avenue Q said, everyone's a little bit racist, but it's only okay if you are of certain races. If you're white and you're a racist, you are the most horrible person in the world. Um, with other ethnicities, there's there's no there's even a different term for it. It's reverse racism, which doesn't make it any better. Discriminating against anybody based on their ethnicity is a bad thing. It always has been. But when you make a different term for it, you make it acceptable. It's like, well, that's reverse racism. Well, it's not reverse racism. It's just racism. Wouldn't reverse racism be favoring another one ethnicity favoring another ethnicity over another instead of degrading and discriminating against them? I meant to go to discriminate, but I kind of fucked up the word. I don't give a shit. So the thing is if you do not agree with the fact that white people are the only people that can be racist, you are therefore racist, which in and of itself is a racist sentiment. Reverse racism is racist because it doesn't promote any kind of equality. It means that I have to have a special term for if a bunch of other ethnicities beat the shit out of me. Let's look at it this way. It's the same thing that happens, with the gay rights thing. I could get into a fist fight with a guy and break his fucking jaw. Probably not, but say I could. Say I wasn't fat. I break this guy's jaw. Now, two paths emerge. One, he presses assault charges on me, and I have to pay a fine, maybe go to jail for a little bit. The other, the guy's gay. Now, whether or not I knew that at the beginning, I've just, in everyone's mind, committed a hate crime. The guy could have clipped me with his car for all I care. So, and they're always quick to jump on that because hate crimes are judged more severe in our courts, which is, it's a double-edged sword on that one, because you're trying to send a message. But the thing is that any crime involving a white guy and another ethnicity, the race card can be thrown out. You've never, ever, ever in your life seen a fight between an Asian guy and a black guy where the race card is thrown out. Well, there probably is, but I'm generalizing. I find the concept of racism funny, not in the fact that haha, it's good that you hate black people. No, I find it funny in the fact that it's still a thing. If you'll forgive me, I'm still kind of groggy. It's noon and I haven't really done anything. No matter what, how wrong a black person can be, they're always right if they throw the race card down. Now, I'm not saying all black guys are like this. And I don't really want to get into the cliches because I know the cliches. Those are for the other end of the spectrum. Is you've got all this is motivated by guilty white people who want to assuage their guilt by forcing it on us. Like you can tell a guilty white person when they start talking and the subject matter of their conversation turns ethnic or racial because they always say these two lines. I'm not racist. Yeah, you are. I have plenty of black friends. You have two. And they're probably not your friends. They're just guys you met at the Starbucks that once in a while you have a meaningless conversation with, and you've latched onto them as your black friend because you have no black friends. And notice I say black and not African American, because that would imply dual citizenship. So, I mean, I'm not going to just go, well, you're African American. Well, what if he's just African? What if he's Russian? He's an African American that lives in Russia. He's not American. He's fucking Russian. The reason I pick a Russian is because I was reading the Dresden Files and there's actually a black Russian. It sounds like a drink, but it is not. So why do I want to talk about this? Well, I wanted to get a video out before the end of the day so I can keep up. This will be number 18 out of 365, and I figured get racism out of there really goddamn quick. I'll probably revisit it because it's an interesting subject. Guilt and racism and ethnicity. Everyone seems to have their own harebrained ideas. So my advice is, white people, stop assuaging your own guilt. You need to stop being guilty about everything. Don't use the phrase, well, I have black friends. Just because you have black friends doesn't mean it's like, I have a couple of black friends, but I don't drop the N-bomb on them. Even if they say it's cool, I still feel weird about it because I understand what the connotation of that word is. So, I mean, none of my family members had slaves, so I don't feel guilty. I don't hang around with them to fill a quota. I hang around with them because we go to the same movies together. We go, we do the same shit. Every time I order pizza, I get from this one dude I went to college with. We all work shit jobs. We're all shit, and shit doesn't come in degrees. That's from Oz. So yeah, that's about it. White people, stop feeling guilty all the time and stop pushing your guilt on me. Black people, we want racism to end. Stop playing the race card. You don't like me because I'm black. No, I don't like you because you're an asshole. You just happen to be black, as George Carlin would say. I have a friend who happens to be black. Well, I just happen to be irritated with the whole fucking thing. So, call me racist. I don't give a shit. It's not gonna, you're a racist. Okay.
That's fine. I could care less about what you think of me. Because in the long run, only the people that matter to me matter.